Hello and welcome kids once again to your maths classes of grade 5th. And today we are going to discuss exercise 2B of your maths course book, that is in page number 33. It is of the chapter 2, that is 4 fundamental operations, and I hope you must have gone through the lecture videos or the concept videos of chapter 2 part wise, because concept is also important. When you will go through the concept videos, then only you will understand the steps, understand the process and thought process, what is to be applied in these type of questions. Okay, the first question you can see, it is solve. There are basically this exercise is based on the fundamental operations, that is multiplication and division. So on that basis we have to solve these questions. So first question is, this is the sign of multiplication, then you have to find the product of this number and this number. So that you can do like this. First you have to arrange the numbers, that is 3087 we have arranged, then 24 according to the place values we have arranged. Now we will start multiplying from the ones place. First we will take this ones place and it will be multiplied with all these digits, like 7 4 ja 28, 8 written over here, 2 get carried over, then 8 4 ja 32, 32 plus 2 34, 4 written over here, 3 get carried over, 4 multiplied 0, anything multiplied by 0 is called 0, but 3 is there, so 3 will be written as it is. Okay, this 3 will not get multiplied with 4. No, 4 can be multiplied only with the 0. So 4 multiplied 0 is 0, but 3 is also at the carryover, so 3 will be written like this. One more thing I would like to tell you, that you have to learn tables up to at least 20. Okay, so that you can solve the problems 20 25 in class 5th. This much table you must learn, so keep on learning your tables also. Then 4 3 ja 12, so 12 written over here. Now we have added with we have multiplied with this digit. Now move on to the tens place. Now with the tens place digit, all these numbers will be multiplied one by one, but here before starting multiplication we will put 0 at the ones place. Now we have nothing to write at the ones place, we have to move from the tens place. So 7 2 ja 14, 4 written over here, 1 get carried over, 8 2 ja 16, 8 2 ja 16 plus 1 17, 7 written over here, 1 get again carried over, 2 multiplied 0 is 2, 2 multiplied 0 is 0, but 1 is also at the carryover, so this 1 will come directly over here. Now 2 3s are 6, so 6 written over here. Now both the multiplication is completed, so plus sign will come. Now we have to add these two addends, so 8 plus 0 8, 4 plus 4 8, 7 plus 3 or 3 plus 7 is 10, so 0 written over here, 1 get carried over here. Okay, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, and 6 plus 1 7. So this is your answer. So with the similar steps you will also do these sums in your fair notebook neatly and cleanly. Then question number B. Now in question number B it is asking 48192 is divided by 24. Okay, this large number is to be divided by 24. So this will be written like this. We have written 24 over here. This is the arrangement of division. The things, this is called the divisor. So divisor is written like this. This is called the dividend, the number which is to be divided. During the division you have to remember these terms. One is the quotient, one is the divisor, one is the remainder, one is the dividend. So this is our divisor, this is our dividend. This you have to calculate. Okay, after calculation you will get the trial quotient or quotient, and if something is there in the remainder part, this is called remainder, but here the remainder is 0. So the question is, we have to divide this large number with 24. So 24 is the divisor, divisor is written like this, and dividend is written like this. Now 24 we have to divide from 24, so 24 first we will take one digit, but 4 could not be divided by the 24 because it is 2 digit and it is single digit, so we have to take 2 digits, so we will take 48. Okay, now we have to give trial quotient. We have to find out a number near about 48 while multiplication with 24, that which number will come. So when we are giving the trial quotient, then 24 1 ja 24 and 24 2 ja 48. That rough work you have to do in the side. Always you will do your rough work in the side. Okay, like this. So 24 2 ja, so 2 is the trial quotient. Okay, and then we have get 48. So 48 written down like this, and then we have to do subtraction. Now 8 minus 8 0, 4 minus 4 0. Now this 1 will come down like this arrow. You will write this one, but this one could not be divided by 24 because it is small. Then we will put 9. We will take next digit 9, but before writing 9 you have to put 1 0. Okay, you cannot move like this. In the trial quotient you will have to put 0 also. Now this is 19. Again 19 is smaller than 24. It could not get divided by the 24. Okay, then we have to take the next digit. So this 2 is written over here, but before that you will put one more 0. Okay, what was the step? I am revising, listen carefully. First we have written 1. Now we will see whether 1 could be divided by 24. No, it could not be divided by 24. Then we will note down the next digit, that is 9. But in the trial quotient, this is called the trial quotient. Here we will put 0. This is the rule. Okay. Then we are taking the next digit because we are seeing 19 is also smaller than 24 and it could not get divided by 24. So we will write down the next digit, that is 2. So again we have written 2, but before that you will put 1 0 over here. Okay, now 192. Now this number is greater than 24 and it could be divided by 24. So again we have to give trial quotient. We have to think that in which times we can get 192 or a number near about 192. Not more than 192 but near about 192 in the multiplication of 24. So when I have given the trial quotient 24 8 ja, then I have got 192. So the trial quotient 8 will be written over here and this 192 because 24 8 ja 192, and then again we have to do subtraction, so it will become 0. So our answer is this trial quotient 2008. So there is one checking method also that you can do with this formula: quotient into divisor plus remainder. Now our trial quotient is 2008 into divisor is 24 and plus remainder is 0. So when we are going to multiply 2008 into 24, we will get this number. We will get our dividend. So likewise, if you have to check, then you will multiply this quotient with this divisor, and if remainder is there, if any remainder was there like 8 or 9, anything, then you have to add this remainder. But this time the remainder is 0, so anything added to 0 will result in that number itself. So when we are going to multiply 2008 into 24, we will get this dividend 48192. That means our division is perfect, it is correct. Okay, so this was question number B. Let's move on to the next question. Now question number C. Again it is a multiplication question. So this is the number 51432 and this is the number 613. So we have written it like this. Then draw a line, then start multiplying. First start from the ones place. 3 2 ja 6, 3 3 ja 9, 3 4 ja 12. So 2 written over here, 1 get carried over here. Sorry, 1 get carried over here. 3 4 ja 12, 2 written over here, 1 get carried over here. Now 3 1 ja 3 plus 1 4 and 5 3 ja 15. Okay, now we have multiplied with the ones place. Now come on to the tens place. So 2 1 ja 2, but before that, before moving on to the tens place, we have to put 0 at the ones place. So I have put 0. Now 2 1 ja 2, 3 1 ja 3, 4 1 ja 4, 1 1 ja 1, 5 1 ja 5. It is written like this. Now we have multiplied with 3 and 1. Now move on to the hundred place, that is 6. But before that you have to put 2 zeros, one at the ones place, one at the tens place. Then only you will move forward. Now start multiplying all these numbers with 6. 6 2 ja 12, 2 written over here, 1 get carried over. 6 3 ja 18 plus 1 19, 9 written over here, 1 get carried over here. 6 4 ja 24 plus 1 25, 5 written over here, 1 2 get carried over here. 24 na 25. So 5 written over here and 2 get carried over. 6 1 ja 6 and 6 1 ja 6 plus 2. So this will be 8. You will not add these carryovers because these were for the initial terms. Okay, you have to only take the carryover of the this time only. Which carryover is coming, which digit is coming, that only you will add up. So 6 1 ja 6 plus 2 8. 8 written over here. You have to arrange the digits in this manner only as I have done. 6 5 ja 30. Now there is no carryover, so we have written 30. Now we have to add all these addends. Okay, So 6 plus 0 plus 0, 6, 9 plus 2, 11, 1, 1 get carried over, 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 or 8 plus 9, 17, 7 written over here, 1 get carried over, 5 plus 1, 6, plus 1, 7, 7 plus 5, 12, 2 written over here, 1 get carried over, 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 8, 15, 5 written over here, 1 get carried over. Now 1 plus 0, 1 and 3. So this will be your answer. Okay. Now the next question again is of multiplication. So just in that manner only I have solved. When there will be 0, then no need to panic. That number, suppose we have to multiply this number. For 5 5 are 25, 5 written over here, 2 get carried over, 5 3 are 15, plus 2 17, 7 written over here, 1 get carried over. Now 5 multiplied 0. So that will be 0, but 1 is carried over, so 1 will be written as it is. Okay. Now 5 1 are 5. Now we will put 0 at the ones place and move to the tens place. Now 0 5, 0 multiplied 5, 0, 0 multiplied 3, 0, 0 multiplied 0, 0, 0 multiplied 1, 0. So all this place value becomes 0. Then before moving on to the 100 place, we will put 2 zeros, one at the ones place, one at the tens place. Now 4 multiplied 5, that is 5 4 ja 20. So 0 written over here and 2 get carried over. 4 3 ja 12 and 13 14. So 4 written over here, 1 get carried over. 4 multiplied 0 0 and this 1 is here. So 1 will be written as it is. Okay. And 4 1 ja 4. Now we have to again do addition. 5 7 1, 5 plus 4 9, 1 plus 0 1 and 4. Okay. And the question number E, it is of division. You have to divide 60145 with 115. Okay, so likewise here it is 3 digit. So we will take 3 digits, 601. We will divide 601 by 115. Then again we have to think of the trial quotient, that which number we will multiply with 115 so that we can get near about 601. So the trial quotient come, that you have to give it a try, that it will be 115 into 2, 115 into 3, 115 into 4, 115 into 5. That you have to think. Okay. So 115 into 5 when we will multiply, then we are getting 575. So 5 is the trial quotient, that is written over here, and 575 written over here. Then we have to do subtraction. So 11 minus 5, it is 1. 5 cannot be subtracted from 1, so we will take 1 carryover. But we will not take carryover from this 0 because it is 0. We will take carryover from this 6. So first the carryover will come to the 0 and it will become 10. And from this 10 we are giving 1 to this 1 and it is becoming 11. So these are the rules which you have to keep in your mind. So 11 minus 5, that is 6, and since it was 10 but we have given 1 to this one, we have given 1 carryover to this one, so now it is not 10, it is 9. So 9 minus 7, it is 2, and this was, we have taken 1 carryover, so it has become 5. 5 minus 5, 0. Now it is 26. Now 26 cannot be divided by 115, so we have to note down the next digit, that is 4. So now it is 264. Again we have to give trial quotient, but this time 115 into 2. 230 is the nearest number, because if we will take trial quotient 3, then it will be more. We have to find a number near about 264, not more than that. Okay, so that we are getting in the trial quotient 2. So 115 into 2, it is 230. So 230 will be written over here and 2 will be written over here. This 2, it is the trial quotient, so it will go in the trial quotient section. Here it will be written. Again we will do subtraction. 4 minus 0, 4, 6 minus 3, 3, 2 minus 2, nothing to write, it is 0. Again the last digit is remaining, that you have to note down like this. Now it is 345. Again you have to think what number we will multiply with 115 so that we could get either 345 or a number near about 345. Okay, two things are possible. Either you have to exactly get this number 264 if it is coming in the trial quotient, or you have to get a number near about that. Like in this case we have get 230 while multiplying 2 times, but if we will multiply 3 times, it will be 345, and 345 we cannot write here. We have to write a number near about 264 or exactly 264. Now this time we have to divide 345 by 115. So the trial quotient was 3, and while multiplying 115 by 3, the answer is 345. So 345 written over here. Again we have to do subtraction, and the result is 345 minus 345, 0. That means 523 is our answer. Whatever will be the quotient, that will be only your answer. And if something is remainder, something is remaining, so along with the quotient you will write remainder is equal to this. Those two will be your answer. Okay, so this was question number E. So out of this many questions, I have solved up to question number E. Rest of the questions you are going to solve by yourself. At the back side, answer is also given, but steps you have to show like this in your notebook. Neatly and cleanly do your sums. Okay, step by step. Now the second question is Rishabh is giving an online test. It is a word problem, and earlier also I have discussed these word problems in my uh, concept videos also. This question I have explained that Rishabh is giving an online test. Test has 50 questions. If Rishabh spends 4 minutes per question, how many hours and minutes? Now we have to find out the answer in hours and minutes will Rishabh take to complete the test. So please watch my previous word problem videos of chapter 2 of your maths class, okay, in which I have discussed these questions in proper detail. सो ऋषभ एक कोई टेस्ट दे रहा है ऑनलाइन, जिस टेस्ट में देर आर टोटल 50 क्वेश्चंस, एंड इफ ऋषभ स्पेंड 4 minutes per question, one question में ऋषभ is spending 4 minutes, then how many hours and minutes will Rishabh take to complete the test? So how we will get one question, first you will write questions in all, it is 50, then one question is equal to 4 minutes, one question need 4 minutes, so 50 question will need obviously 4 into 50. Okay, if you have one mango and that to eat that one mango 2 persons are required, so if you have 10 mango then how many persons are required? So 10 into 2 20 persons will be required. So similarly one question need, एक question को solve करने में 4 minutes लगते हैं, तो 50 questions will be solved in 4 into 50 इतने minutes. Okay, so it is coming 200 minutes, but the question is asking how many hours and minutes will Rishabh take. So we have to convert this minute into hour frame. Okay, and as we know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and total is 200 minutes. So we have to think 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, then 60 plus 60 it is 120, or plus 60 it is 180. That means 180 minutes means 3 hours. So out of 200 minutes 180 minutes is equal to 3 hour. 3 hour he is taking, and 20 minutes is still it is remaining, because 200 minus 180 is 20 minutes. So Rishabh is taking 3 hours and 20 minutes in all to complete the test, because 200 minutes, in 200 minutes how many hours are there? We know in 1 hour 60 minutes is there, in 1 hour 60 minutes are there. So in 200 minutes 3 hours will be there, because 60 into 60 into 60, yeah, you can do it like this, not 60 into 60, it will be 60 plus 60 plus 60, that will be 180. So 180 minutes means 3 hours. 3 hours completely he is taking, and still 20 minutes are there. Okay, so this will be your answer, that he is taking 3 hours and 20 minutes to complete this online test. So in that format you have to write your answer, 3 hour and 20 minutes. You have to convert this 200 minute into hours. You can divide this 200 by 60, then also you will get the same answer. Okay, 3 hour and 20 minutes. So at last you have to write one concluding statement. So Rishabh will take 3 hours 20 minutes to complete the test. Okay, moving on to the next question, that is Manan has an apple orchard. One row in the orchard has 105 apple trees. Find out the total number of apple trees in Manan's orchard if there are 42 rows in all. See, there is a apple garden, orchard means garden, in which there are 105 apple trees. Okay, one row, there are so many rows in that orchard, in that garden, and one of the row, the total number of trees is 105 and total number of rows are 42. So we have to find out the total number of apple trees. So simply when we will multiply 42 with 105, we will got our answer. Okay, one row, listen, look here, you have to write stepwise. One row in the orchard is equal to 105 apple trees. So 42 rows in the orchard is equal to 105 into 42. It will be 105 into 42. That thing I have written 105 divided by 1. That is a simple fact which you will study in later classes, or right now also you can learn that if nothing is given, only 105 is there, that means, that itself means that 105 fraction upon 1. 42 nothing is there, then 42 upon 1. Okay, it is a common fact. That is no need to write, you can write also, but it does not make any difference. सो 42 वन रो, एक रो में 105 एप्पल ट्रीज हैं, तो टोटल 42 रोज हैं, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ ट्रीज कैसे निकालेंगे? वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई दिस 105 into 42, then only we will get how many apple trees are there. So that's what I have done, 105 into 42. 5 2 ja 10, 0, 1 get carried over, 2 multiplied 0 0, but 1 will be written as it is. Then 2 multiplied 1 2, 2 1 ja 2. Then one's place is done. Now we will put 1 0 and move to the tens place. 5 4 ja 20, 0 written over here and 2 get carried over here. Now 4 multiplies 0 0, but 2 will be written as it is, and 4 1 ja 4. Now we have to add it up, both these things. 0 will be 0 plus 0 0, 1 plus 0 1, 2 plus 2 4, 4 is there. So there are 4410 apple trees in Manan's orchard. This is the total number of trees. Okay, we have been given that in one row total number of apple trees is 105 and total rows are 42. So 42 rows will contain 105 into 42. Okay, suppose think this question like that. One student is having 5 mangoes, then 5 students will be having how many mangoes? If every student will be having the same number of mangoes, okay, if every student will be having the same number of mangoes and one student is having 5 mangoes, then there are total 5 students, then how many mangoes will be there? So 5 into 5, 25 mangoes will be there. So that's what this question is also about. Now question number 2, 3 has been done. Moving on to the question number 4. Suman bought soft toys for donating in an orphanage. She bought many toys and paid rupees 5625 in all. If the cost of one toy was this itna, calculate the total number of soft toys bought by the Suman. See, whenever the cost of one thing is given and the total thing is given and you have to find out the total number of soft toys, then you have to divide this total number with this 125. Okay. So total money of all the toys, total money given to Suman for all the toys by her mother or by anyone was rupees itna. Total amount of money we know. That's what it is written over here. Suman bought soft toys for donating in an orphanage. She bought many toys and paid rupees 5625 in all. So in all means total amount of money she was having 5625. Okay. Now it is again given if the cost of one toy, if she has purchased so many toys but the cost of one toy was rupees 125, cost of a single toy it was rupees 125, then we have to find out, calculate the total number of soft toys bought by Suman. How many number of toys she has purchased with this total amount? She was having 5625 and with this amount she has purchased so many toys, but what is the number of toys that we have to calculate? But we know the cost of a single toy is rupees 125. So when we will divide this total amount by rupees 125, we will get our trial quotient and that will be only the answer, that much number of toys she has purchased. Okay, so 5625 when divided by 125, the rules will be same. Now here it is 125, so we will consider the 3 digits 562. Again we have to give a trial quotient 125 into 3, that is that will be, sorry, okay, not that, 125. First where is 4? Yes, 125. If we will multiply it with 3, then it will be 375, but we cannot write 375. We have to think one more. So when we are seeing 125 multiplied by 4, then it is the thing that I have written, that you have to think whether it will be 125 multiplied 2, or whether it will be 125 multiplied 3, or whether it will be 125 multiplied 4. So 4 will be the correct trial quotient, because in 4 we are getting 500 and 500 is more near to 562 than the 375. So we will take the trial quotient 4. Okay, so 125 multiplied 4, it will give us 500. Now do the subtraction. 2 minus 0 2, 6 minus 0 6, 5 minus 5 is 0, written like this. Now the next digit will be noted down, 625. Now again we have to give trial quotient. Let's give a trial quotient 5, because 4 we know it will come 500 and we have to find out the number either 625 or a number near about 625. So 125 multiplied 5 is 625. So the trial quotient 5 written over here and 625 written over here, when we will do subtraction, it will become 0. So the total number of toys bought by Suman is 45. And if you want to check, you can check by that formula: quotient into divisor plus remainder is equal to dividend. Quotient is 45, divisor is 125, remainder is 0 is equal to dividend. This you will do by yourself. So when you are going to multiply 45 into 125, you are going to multiply 125 by 45, then the result will be, answer will be your dividend, that is 5625. So the total number of toys bought by Suman is 45. Okay. Next question. A society has 172 flats in all. An NGO is collecting money to help earthquake victims. Earthquake victim means the person who has suffered losses in earthquake. If each flat owner pays 175 rupees towards the cause means towards this NGO, then find out the total amount of money collected from the society. Simple question it is. There is a society, total number of houses in the society is 172, and one house, each flat owner means each house, every one house, it is paying rupees 175 towards the NGO. Then what will be the total amount of money collected? It is same question like this. If one orchard, one row is having 105 apples, then 42 rows will be having how many apple trees? So one flat owner is giving 175 rupees and total 172 flats are there. So we have to find out the total amount of money. So when we will multiply 172 with 175, we will get our answer. So total number of flats in the society is 172. One flat owner pays rupees 175. So total amount of money collected will be 175 into 172. That is the multiplication part which you have to show step by step. That is to be done by you only. Okay. Now moving on to the question number 6. A number when multiplied by 17 gives itna. Find the number. See kids, you have to take care one thing. There is a trick. When the question is asking multiplied by and asking the number, then you have to divide the larger number by this smaller number, you will get the answer. And when the question is asking divided by, in the question it is giving divided by, then you have to multiply these two numbers and you will get your answer. So this is a simple trick. When it is given multiplied by, then you have to divide the given large number by the smaller number, okay, to find out the answer. And when in the question it is given divided by, then you have to multiply the given two numbers and you will get your answer. So with question number 6, a number when multiplied by 17 gives itna. Find the number. So we know this is the formula, or this is the thing by which we can find out this answer. We know quotient into divisor plus remainder is equal to dividend. So here the question is asking a number when multiplied by 17. So let's assume the quotient be q, and the divisor by is 17. Remainder is nothing, that is 0. We don't know right now. And the number is gives 40885 na. A number when multiplied by 17. That means this is quotient. When quotient is multiplied by 17, then it is giving the number, the dividend 40885. Then we have to find out the quotient. So quotient written like this multiplied written like this, plus remainder written like this, and this number written like this. Now to find out the quotient, the thing which is in multiplied, that will go in division. This is called unitary method. Okay, and this is 0, so we can ignore it. 0, it has nothing to do with this step. Okay, so to find out the quotient, this is this divisor, it is in multiplication phase. So when we will take this side, this number to this side of the is equal to, actually there are two things. This is called the left hand side LHS, and this is called the right hand side RHS, and this is the is equal to sign. So the things which are on the left side of the is equal to, they are called LHS, and the things which are on the right side of the is equal to, they are called RHS, left hand side and right hand side. When we take the multiplication term to the from left hand side to the right hand side, so they convert into division, they come upon. So to find out the quotient or that number, we have to divide this given number, large number, with this small number. And if it is difficult for you to understand this step, then you just remember or learn this trick, that when in the question it is given multiplied by, then you have to apply the division method. You will divide the larger number with the smaller number. That's what we have done. That's what is the gist of this step. Okay, so 40885 when divided by 17, again the same division method steps will be followed. First we will take 40, then we will give a trial quotient. 17 1 17, 17 to the 34, so 34 is near about 40, so 2 written over here. 7 I have done it directly, and 34. Then we will do subtraction. 10 minus 0 say 4, it will not be subtracted. Then we will take 1 carry over, it will become 10. 10 minus 4 6, and 3 minus 3 it is nothing. Then 8 written over here. Then 17 4 ja 68. Okay, so we have exactly got 68. So 68 got subtracted 0. Then we will note down this 8. Now this 8 cannot be divided by 17, so we have to note down this 5 also, but before that we will put 1 0 because only one digit we have noted down. Now we know 17 5 ja 85. So again after doing subtraction it is 0. Now this is your